What is up, guys? What is going on? We are live here from the Feder Casa. This is your boy, Mr. Feder. We miss you guys. We're sure y'all are bored out of your minds. So we're going to give y'all some cool history stuff to knock out. I promise our goal as a team and as a school, hopefully, was to keep this stuff super simple, pretty interactive. I'm not trying to give you guys readings and bore you to death. But this stuff is meant to be simple. What I suggest is please read the directions. We make sure that we put detailed instructions on here. That way your life is easy. But if you choose not to read them and you are confused, that's on you, not us. We love you. But if you skip the instructions and you feel silly, that's on you. So here is Tuesday and Wednesday's slavery hyperdoc assignment. You can knock this out whenever you want, but we're kind of divvying things up day by day, trying to keep it at about 30 minutes per day. No more than that. Usually it'll be a little bit under. But what we are going to focus on is slavery. Obviously, we've got the Civil War coming up. Slavery is a huge part in that, if not the biggest part in the Civil War. It plays a lot of different roles, but we want to make sure we have a good grasp on this idea and the importance of slavery at this time, to make sure we can really understand what's going to happen in the future, because it's going to kick off 10 or 15 different dominoes down the line leading to the war, after the war. It's a huge piece of American history that I personally think you have to know. If you don't know this, it was a huge cultural mistake. And I think we need to be able to recognize that and see that just because our culture says something is good or economy says something is good does not make it right. So I've got this divvied up into 2 days. Day Tuesday, day one, if you will. I want you to be able to see the importance of slavery to the Southern economy. If you're in my class, you've heard me say that I don't believe that the South loved slavery, that they thought it was cool to just like be jerks to people. I believe 90% of the people back then only relied on slavery because it's how they made their money. So we're going to look at that a little bit through some different graphs. And then day two, we'll get to this in a minute. But I want you to be able to describe the different viewpoints on slavery in pre-Civil War America. We've already learned a little bit about the abolitionist movement a couple of weeks ago. It feels like forever ago now, geez, pre-corona. But we want to make sure that we can understand not just who the people were, but really what their arguments were. And that's our goal. So like I said, guys, this stuff's going to go pretty quick. I'm going to walk you through it. So here's Tuesday. Here's what I want you to do. Again, lots of instructions at the top. If you're missing this or you don't want to watch this video again, there they are. What you are doing is, if you see the different colors here, they match up with the graph. So you will use this red graph to answer these red questions. Yeah. Next slide. Woo. Purple graph, but wait, where's the purple? Where's our information coming from? There we go. Next slide. I couldn't fit all this all on one slide. So purple questions, purple graph. Say it with me. You don't have to say it with me. I can't hear you. Green questions. Come to slide 7. Green graph. Yeah. And hey, there's a little hint pretty much on every slide here. If you can't read something because it's too small, if you will just hit the control minus key, it will kind of zoom it in for you a little bit as much as you need to. And then control plus will kind of back you back out. That way you can zoom in on things if you need to, or you can just click and enlarge pictures. You guys know how to do that. Just click the corner, bring it out, bring it back in, whatever you want. I don't care how this slideshow looks at the end, as long as you've got our answers filled out and the closing tasks completed. That's our main goal. But I want you going through these graphs, read the question, go to the graph, find the correct answer. Make sure you read it carefully. A lot of these things can get kind of tricky. Go back in, fill in the answer, and then move on. I think that's pretty simple. This is kind of part 2 of day 1, so this is still Tuesday. I want you to use this link right here. I'm not going to open it, but it is an interactive graph. It's actually pretty cool. It shows the growth of slavery in America. So I want you to go through that, read these questions and answer them. You'll put your answers right here in the blue box. So that's all the time I have for these instructions. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And then closing task right here, fill that. I'll be posting more instructions for Wednesday here in a minute. So love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.